what's up. Hope ain't nobody to cuss at. Shit change, but it still get pushed back. I drop me these little nigga push back. I count up, just look at my contract. I'm cool, nigga, I don't want your contact. I know many men, they pray I don't win. I still got that rap with it compact. I'm running that cut and I used to want a cutlass. I came a long way, that's a big fact. Big on the one of your big fat. Get your bitch shaking it like a dispatch. About money, I don't want to chit chat. Don't care if it gotta be a couple of years. I'm still, I'm gonna get my leap back. You know why I came up, you know why I run with my nigga. Don't never forget that. Been flooded the range, been flooded the chains, and get a kiss, you to remember that.
It's good fade. We got Andrews. How we doing with the twos?
If I was advertising it like they wanted, I gave it and they ain't even want it yet. This VVS diamonds up, I'ma go diamond. This chill like a Christmas ornament. This kid like my baby, he ever play crazy, I smack him and put him on punishment. But fuck that look at my accomplishments. Let's check out my style, astonishing. Check out my style, astonishing.
Vinny, as always.
Yeah, what's hell? They send the wire through the WhatsApp. Hope ain't nobody to cuss at. Shit change, but it still get pushed back. I drop me these little nigga push back. I count up, just look at my contract. Filming and get us some content. In factory dial, I bout at the tile, and Sundays I'm eating on sunset. I'm holding it down, I watch from the mound, I peep it, I'm looking for the context. You're one of the one work the complex. Get money and travel a compass. I told you a nigga ain't done yet. I heard the bloggers comparing my number, I guess they think it's a contest. And everybody got way bigger problem than me. I'm building a company. And one who fake it, I act like they traded, I swear I'm
stormy as hell out today.
One of the greats that got fans in every city, every state, and that's my reality. Southside riding down Mallory.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about August 8th, but every Thursday for me is about Friday. I know a lot of people say that, but specifically like August for me.
I'm geeking, I need some more clarity. All of my diamonds clarity. Yeah, what's hell? They send the wire through the WhatsApp. Hope ain't nobody to cuss
Just
at.
ice time? Trying to think of just
I drop me these little nigga push back. I count up, just look at my contract. Just look at my contract.
Am I missing something like really obvious?
Cube time? Are you serious, bro?
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea. Big touch. We need some clarification, man.
All right.
I love that it's up for interpretation.
Yeah, it could just be me being a dumbass too, so we'll see. We'll see. What's up, gentlemen? Chat
guys,
MJ is on a train. He's trying to make it work. He actually just joined. Looks a little better. Looks a little more promising.
Let's see. Are we back?
Much better.
There he is.
Much
There he
better.
is.
Let's go.
Much better.
Let's go. I rewatched the one stream VOD that Royal hosted. Might just make you full-time host, Royal. You did pretty fucking good.
Yeah, see, the problem was, as I mentioned that stream, didn't have Twitch up, so if we got any subs, drop the ball there. Yeah, a lot of technical difficulties, but we're working. TC's got Pickett up today, or PX, I think.
Yeah,
right?
Prophet X has division winners up.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
Big time,
Yeah.
big time.
Perfect. Yeah, TC
Whaler was
haircut,
pulling
dude.
everyone for a hat.
We need a full-on close-up on the haircut. TC. Like, you look fresh.
So I want it on the record. I told her not that short.
Nah, that looks tough.
extremely short. So it's just slicking
I
back.
like
For those of you who don't know, I was in graduate school. Decided to drop out like a week ago, so now I'm full corp. So needed a more professional haircut than just curls laying in front of my face. So that's where we're at. Yeah, my mom loves it. So I guess at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. We're here. Football season's around the corner. But I will say this, I get extremely superstitious. So if I go on a run during football season, the shit's not getting cut. Like it's literally just gonna be like a hobo.
Can you grow a beard, TC?
No, I can't. I wish I could though. It's tough.
Nah, you would look awesome with a stash right now with that cut.
No sense. No, I want like the beard that like starts here. That's what I want.
Chin strap, pencil line.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm on the train. I'm on the Amtrak, Frosty. I'm going to Saratoga to hang out with the Stoolies.
You watching any horse racing? I know that's big up there.
I brought all my Barstool merch.
You and Money plays.
You can't go to Saratoga and not do horse racing. You have to go at least watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing that Saturday for my buddy's bachelor party.
Dope.
But
Hovey asked if you're linking with a ref. Care to comment?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, we're linking up for sure. Gonna hit the town with Ref.
Dude, enjoy KP. It is
Yeah, man.
gorgeous over there.
Looks awesome. Enjoy. I haven't been in like 5 years. I want to go back bad.
I just hate the flight, bro. I really do. Like it. Obviously, it's so worth it once you get there, but like that flight fucking sucks, man.
Yeah, we did when I went, we connected in O'Hare and then went straight there. Is that Ref?
No. No, he was in the original Ramble trailer though. I do remember him. Not by name, unfortunately.
All right. Anyway, I
Walker?
guess. Yeah.
the
Well, how
body
you feeling?
recovered?
First of all.
Oh, bro, I'm back. I'm chilling. X-rays are negative, so I'm good. Just
Let me see
a
if I
bone
can move
bruise.
this out of your face.
Just a
Oh,
bone
that's
bruise.
a little better.
So we're all good. Brain
What
is
about,
functioning.
What about your insides? No, like internal bleeding or anything.
Nah, last time I ended up getting rhabdo, which is like where your kidneys shut down, but none of that this time. We're good. Good. We're
All right.
back. Yeah.
Good.
So
When do you
Oh,
get to
I
start
got-
running again? Like a month?
probably like next week or so. I honestly feel good to run now, but my foot's still fucked up. So once that's healed, we'll be ready to rip. So we're back, baby.
Gotcha.
And I finally feel like coherent for the past like 3 days. Like on stream on Tuesday, bro, I was not there. I was just in my own little world. So
I wouldn't be there
Yeah,
either after 100 miles, bro. You
I don't-
don't blame yourself.
I don't think
So-
we realized like how physically in like pain you were. We were like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, just come on stream, bro.
And
No,
just
mentally,
run
dude.
100 miles or anything.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll run a 2-hour stream and feel pretty shitty afterwards. I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
imagine
that's what I'm
running a
saying.
18-mile
Dude.
race. Like,
Yeah, the it was almost like a fucking calm down. Like I don't know, it was hard to explain, but yeah, it was sick. Good times, good times. Never going back there again. I will say that, but I'll do it again, but not there. So
Slayer does
That's
bring
a
up
good
a
point.
good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
just toughen up. No, I can't even
You're
say
right,
it
bro.
straight face.
no, I'm so excited. I'm just gonna ball watch for the next 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
dude, well, it's not too early to start posting week 1 lines. Walker, don't be afraid.
that's right.
Bro,
Yeah,
I posted.
MJ, you might need to clarify. People think that's for tonight. but
The Niners?
Yeah,
If you think that's for tonight, just yeah. I mean, just use some
I
context.
agree. I'm
clues.
just saying.
Are they 3.5 tonight too?
I don't know. I didn't. I just saw
If it's
every
the
they,
same
they don't
spread,
even
yeah.
they don't even
Tonight.
play tonight.
They don't even.
Oh,
play
they
tonight?
do.
Oh, really?
Oh
they do?
fuck no!
Uh-oh.
They're plus 3.5 versus the Raiders tonight at 8:00.
Yeah, you might
All right,
wanna-
let me.
Oh.
Yeah, let me tweet. Let me tweet. Yeah,
Jesus
that's a fair.
Christ.
Yeah.
Did you write week 1?
No, NFL.
Ah. Oh man.
All right. So here's how you do it. If they win tonight, you cash it, tweet it again. If they lose, oh, this was just week 1.
Hey,
guys, don't worry.
that's what ref just told me actually.
Waiting on mechanical
Yeah.
work on the engine.
What's up, Barzingis?
Oh man. MJ, leave the mic. I want to hear the conductor's announcements.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I got some
All right,
Woodford
TC.
Reserve in the Coke.
Bring up those PX lines.
Yeah.
L Amtrak engine.
2:30, baby.
And these
Let's-
just
all
came
right.
up today, right? Or they have been up? Have they been? up?
No, they've been up for a
They've been up.
minute. Yeah.
Okay. So it's week 1 lines. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, week 1 lines are on their way. Ignore the $16.70. I'm kind of sweating Sam Birds right now. So that's what I'm at. But yeah. AFC North is the first one posted. I think it's a pretty good. Oh, you know what? Let's head over to Pickett. I can't see the odds for Steelers or Browns.
Oh yeah, good point. Because it's
Yeah. Peer to peer.
yeah, peer to peer. What's up, Casper? How we doing, brother? What's up, Big
All right.
Red?
I shared it.
Slack, how are we, man? Okay, let me pull it up.
How'd that pod that you posted roll? Did it end up blowing up more?
Not as of today, but yesterday, yeah, there was a little overnight action.
Mhm.
They're pretty solid.
Bro, the people are prepared for. How do I? All right, I think this is the best I could. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is the best I could do.
It's good enough.
Yeah, that works. PX says
Oh,
week 1
shit.
lines up. Ooh,
Really? Been
detour.
waiting for that.
I'm down to look at that. I forget where we left
Frosty,
off.
dude. I didn't even. I don't even know half those schools have football programs, to be honest.
Holy shit, they have week 1 lines up. Damn.
It's up to you
Patriots
guys
plus
or
3.5
chat.
minus 130.
Do they have every week up?
No, I
See
don't
week
think they
2
have
and
every
week 3
week.
too.
Do they?
Oh, no, this is Pickett I'm looking at. I'm sorry.
Oh, Pickett has every
You still
week
have
up.
Pickett. You still have Pickett showing. I don't know if
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah. This is divisions. If we
Pickett.
want to do divisions, we could do divisions. If you guys want to finish the week 1 board, we could finish the week 1 board on Profit X. What
Should we either continue from last stream or we let chat pick?
What if we finish week 1 lines today, and then on Saturday we do week 0 CFB, and then we could do divisional bets?
Yeah, and NFL season long too on Saturday.
Yeah, we need that, and we need. There's one more thing. Did we finish college football
one.
breakdown? Yeah.
Sort of.
Okay. All right. Let's. I'm gonna get Profit X up and moving. Okay.
WW.
Yeah, that's the one I posted today, bro.
Yeah, like I didn't know Lafayette. Oh wait, Lafayette I did. I didn't know they were FCS though.
All right. I shared it.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Let's go to. We talked.
TC is the tech guy today, correct?
Your
Yeah.
pod actually did pretty well though, bro.
It's just the Trojans. That's all it is.
Bro, my post about week. I posted like look ahead lines because I was bored, and it was up till week 3, and that one did numbers.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that
it
get
did
up
like
to?
a. Whoa, why am I lagging? It did 100K actually. It did 100K. I got like 250 followers from it, which was kind of crazy.
Hell yeah.
All
That
right,
rocks.
chat. Are we lagging on stream for you guys?
You're good
I'm
on
looking-
my end.
On StreamYard, I'm fine, but when I'm looking at Twitch, it's a little bit spotty.
No, you're
No,
I
vibing.
think it's just because you got a lot going on, like with sharing your screen and shit.
All right, so this is week 1. Nope, this is week 1. I gotta zoom out because it needs to see. We need to see money line and spread. We did
All right,
Patriots
so-
Seahawks. We did Hawks Niners. If you want to bet the Niners plus 3.5, minus 104 on Profit X, probably the best number you're gonna get. Saints Lions, we did. I don't think we did Jets Titans.
No, I think
no,
was
we
the
didn't do
Bears
just Titans.
Panthers the last one, or was there one after that?
It's
What
all
were
out
you
of
looking
whack.
to? Yeah, what were you looking at to go through? Like, what was the order
Pickett.
we were doing? We're doing Pickett. All right,
Yeah,
let's
I
go
got
back
it.
to that then.
It's up. Paul.
Last game should have
See you,
been.
brother.
Last game should have
Bears,
been.
Panthers?
I don't know. We'll know
Colts,
once
Ravens.
we pull it up. Colts Ravens.
You want
yeah.
Pitt?
Oh yes.
All right, let me share this tab instead.
Yeah, we can flip between them too if we need to.
Okay. All right. I give a lot of credit to admin. This is crazy. And the weeks
Yeah.
that you did this, MJ, this is crazy.
What? Hey, once you get it though, it's like muscle memory.
All right. We did Bears Panthers. We did Ravens Colts.
Bills Texans.
Bills, Texans.
Ooh,
Great game.
Banger
I actually
to
was
start
looking at
it
this
off.
on the. Yeah, I got to play in this game.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm really
All right.
leaning towards the over here.
Okay. You want to start us off?
I mean, I think you just get a bad taste in your mouth when you think about the Houston Texans offense from what we saw in the playoffs. You have the Bills, who are playing arguably one of the best defenses. 44.5 seems a tad high in my opinion. Like, I didn't look back on what the Texans totals were last year, and I know the Bills are a high octane offense, but I'm liking this over. I don't think it's too square just because of the defenses and the matchup. So I like the 44.5 to the over. Feels high.
Yeah, I have no beef. I think if I was forced to pick a total, that's where I'd go with it. I'm trying to pull up past results for last year with their over-unders. Towards the end of the year, it was the Bills total with starters in. I think the lowest total we saw was at Cleveland, total of 41.5. And then the Texans last year when they played at Houston, 44.5 went under. So I guess you could lean into that bit with the over as well.
yeah. And here's the thing with like the Texans defense. Obviously, it's disgusting. Probably, arguably the best in the league. But there's going to be offenses that are going to move the ball, and I would feel good about saying the Bills can do that. As in, yeah, the Texans are terrifying on paper, but like it's still Josh Allen. It's still a great line. It's still James. I was gonna call him Jim Cook. James Cook. You get DJ Moore. You get Shakir.
It's like a State Farm alter ego.
Yeah, yeah, literally. Apparently, Kincaid's like much healthier. I mean, if you
What up,
guys
Jeff?
watch like a bunch of fantasy stuff, like people love Kincaid's metrics and are just praying for a larger sample size. So yeah, I mean, it's not going to be easy, but if there's any team that can put up points in the Texans, I mean, the Bills are going to be one of them. So I don't hate that at all. And then I think TC's in the same boat. We like the Texans offense to take a large jump due to the Montgomery addition,
Demont.
Montgomery and the whole line addition. Now, granted, Braden Smith did get carted off. That was one of their big signings. However, they do have some depth with Trent Brown and someone else. So if they can still be hopefully as good with him out, their backups coming in, I think he'll be fine. But everywhere else is still big time upgraded. So yeah,
Don't you think
the
like
Bills defense is nothing special anymore? So
with my mantra going into week 1 is like I want to sell high and buy low onto preseason narratives. This being Houston's defense is going to be as shut down as they were last year, and CJ Stroud's offense is going to be, lackluster. I think both those things have an opportunity to change. We could see I don't think the defense is going to make as much of a regression step back as the offense could make a step forward. But I mean, against the Bills, I think anything's possible, right? So we could be in for a shootout with these two teams. At least that's what I'm feeling.
yeah, it could definitely happen.
Walker, you got anything?
Did this line flip? Can you scroll back up?
Yeah, I can.
I could have read it wrong.
It's
Is it
wherever you get the best numbers.
Okay, I'm seeing now. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
For some reason, I read Bills +1, and that's why I was tripping.
I think you get it. I think you get it by the time close.
No, I like the over though. I think you guys are cooking.
Yeah. What side do you lean?
Bills, never Texans. But I'm biased as fuck, so just
So
I'm not betting it.
It's bad,
Or
man.
I'm not trading it, so don't worry.
I don't hate
I like-
that as of now, Jeff. Obviously, I have to look into it a little more, but yeah, I mean, I think the Bills secondary is their problem. I know people like Benford, but I'm taking Nico in most matchups, and I'm not really a fan of their safeties. I mean, Geno Stone is nothing special. Cole Bishop's more of a box safety, so don't hate that at all.
yeah, I definitely like Nico. So story time. Last year it was Packers Vikings Packers Lions week 1. And everybody was super high on the Lions, and nobody was really in on the Packers. And it was at home. I took the Packers +1.5 in like June as a look ahead spot for 2 units, and it cashed. I almost did the exact same thing with Texans +1.5, but for some reason, it just feels like the most popular home dog that there's going to be on this slate. And I think that the common narrative around is that the Texans defense is going to be electric and the offense should improve. I know people are out on CJ Stroud, but for whatever reason, it feels like people are willing to get hurt by him again. Everybody's in on them, especially on Twitter.
Yeah.
Now, I heard Colin Cowherd say the other day he really likes the Texans. It's enough for me to kind of stay away. No disrespect, one of the GOATs of announcing. We're sports talk, but not for me aligning with, his views. I think the Texans defense is as good as advertised. They're the number 1 defense in my power ratings. I think they're electric on all fronts, and I love D'Amico Ryans as the head of that unit. Now, the pause for me as to why I won't fully get to the Bills is because it's Joe Brady's first game as a head coach on the road against a AFC championship contender. I think by the time we get to week 1, the Texans will flip to a favorite, and I think that a lot of the bet percentage or the money percentage will be in favor of the Texans. I think this is a spot where people are trying to get cute with the home dog, take the Texans at plus money, and ultimately I think the Bills come out on top. And I do think we see some of the offensive limitations with Josh Allen. Not Josh Allen, excuse me, CJ Stroud. I think that I saw a video of him today. He looked good. He looked healthy. Ball got out quick, but I just think that the Bills are the more experienced offensive unit, and I think that Joe Brady gets a win in this first game. I think that if the Texans are super popular, hard for me to not back a contrarian Buffalo.
And to mention off that, last year in Houston, -4.5, the Bills were. So keep that in mind in terms of what this line is sitting at compared to that.
Yeah, I think that there's a ton with Well, first of all, I want to check if CJ Stroud was playing that game because I do know Davis Webb started a game, but like I said, I really wanted to be on the Texans, and I just can't get there ultimately. I think that the number is right. If anything, there's a little bit of value on Houston, but it just feels like
I
one
think
of
you
those
should
home
do it.
dogs. You think I
'Cause
should do what with the Bills?
I was waiting. No, Texans. If that was, especially if that was your first read, and I'm not just saying because I'm high on them, but end of the day, you have to realize there's people out there that don't know like the Texans additions, right? And they just the last time they saw the Texans, CJ Stroud put on an Astor class in the playoffs. It's Josh Allen and the Bills. Like they're like in the category of like almost like the Yankees, the Lakers tax. Like I think these money line splits is going to be what we're going to see. Like I think everyone's just going to be, or the majority is going to be lining up the counter to backing Josh Allen in a favorable number that you don't
Yeah.
normally get them at.
Josh Allen plus money, week 1. Get the Texans, which is a tough defense, but I don't think anyone thinks that the offenses are even close. I mean,
Yeah,
not even close.
Houston was my
really could
first
open
read.
up this game.
Yeah, Houston was my first read. And by the way, that game that they were plus 4.5 at home to Buffalo, Davis Webb started. They won that game 23-19. So maybe I
Bills
do just
defense
stick with.
bad.
Yeah, the secondary especially. They're basically a complete overhaul. They got rid of
Yeah.
a bunch of guys, to my knowledge, and it could be a non-gelled secondary against. The way that I view it is good defense always beats good offense. So maybe instead of overthinking it, I just end up on the Texans here. I don't want to be on the popular home dog, but if the splits hold like this and there are people lining up to bet Buffalo at a good price, then I'll have to do it.
Yeah, I would argue like Buffalo's maybe front got better. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys remember Deion Walker from Kentucky, but he was like a very, very high rated player coming into last year at like D tackle. Absolute monster of a human. They got him. Signed Rousseau back. They had Bradley Chubb. So they definitely got some better pieces. And I think they're, again, Harrison was their big corner pick last year. I think he was out most of the year anyway. So definitely improved on paper, I'd say, but still nothing scary in my opinion. So I think it's a good test for the Texans offense too, because I'm personally high on all the moves they made. So I think it's a very good a test to go, back and forth with Allen.
I want to pull up their EPA per play from last year.
Texans or Bills?
The Bills, the Texans
Defense,
EPA per
yeah.
pass, number one
Probably
in the league by
in the
margin. No, the Texans defense.
Oh, okay. I keep mishearing you then.
No, you're good. The Bills rushing defense last year was 31st in the NFL. So maybe that's a good Montgomery point. Montgomery anytime touchdown could go in my 6-legger. I like that. And if he's going to open up the rushing attack, then the passing attack gets opened and you see CJ Stroud sling pill.
It's got to be the over.
I
It's
think
got to
so.
be demon attempts. It's got to be. I don't think it's got to be Houston. I think those are murkier waters for me. Is there a line that the Bills have that is similar to this? A road game where they are short dogs. Can we compare the two teams?
Broncos last
In
year.
terms, no, this year. Is there a look ahead line for the Bills that is where they're a short dog?
1 second.
Maybe the
I gotta
Pats,
pull up
Patriots.
before I bid it out. They're pretty sizable favorites over the Patriots, I'm pretty sure.
Like when they're on the road though.
Yeah.
I don't know how much respect the Patriots are getting.
And this is what I'm kind of asking is like, is this one of the few games that the Bills are even underdogs? So like, I'm just trying to compare the other, that end of the spectrum in terms of when the Bills are underdogs to what teams, what point of the season, yada yada. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, doesn't this feel like
I love that.
decently high? I mean, yeah, it's the Bills, right? Bills is probably gonna score quick at times and move the ball, but it feels pretty significant for the Texans' first game with a lot of new pieces.
I love it. 22.5. That's high. That's high.
The Bills,
the over's not hitting without the Texans scoring because it's the Texans.
100%. Yeah. 100% agreed.
Bills plus 4.5 at Rams October 12th.
Makes
That's
sense. That seems a little big, but I mean, you can argue it, of course.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
seems fat.
I'm gonna look for other games that they're minus 2.5 at home versus the Ravens. I mean, they're favorites in almost every game. I think they're minus 1.5 at New England, which is a ton of respect.
Well, so like that's why I wanted to bring this up was like, you know, seeing them as a short dog makes sense in our head, but maybe when we compare it to some of these other spots, it doesn't make as much sense. You know, you could
I
you could
mean,
even argue. I mean, how many points is Davis Mills to CJ Stroud? You think? You think it's a
3.
solid 5.5? Right.
No, I
So
don't think it's a full 5.5.
No.
so obviously there's been some additions to Houston's offense with Demon, but I feel like even this line at -1.5 is somewhat telling. I think you can make an
Yeah.
argument.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like
I think you
the more I
trust your
think
read,
about it.
DC.
Yeah, the more I think about it, I mean, if the Bills are -1.5, -2 at New England in division, this feels like a ton of respect for Houston.
Right.
Let's be real.
Right
with
out of the
that
gates, too.
defense, with
Their
that defense,
favorite-
I would be shocked if they got blown out. Like I don't see a blowout here. I think it's going to stay close, and then if
No, this
Houston's
is-
offense takes that leap, they'll probably win the game.
This is a field goal game, bro. I'm telling you, this is gonna. I feel like Stroud and Josh Allen are gonna battle this one out. I really do.
So the Bills are road favorites at Denver on Christmas, which tells me all I need to know.
What, they're like -1?
Yeah, thanks, Figs. They're -1.5 at Denver, which is insane. So
Good
it
shot.
has
I
to be
agree
Houston
with
or
that.
nothing.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, a lot of respect. All right, is that?
I'm
is that
writing
all
down
we
the
got?
TT. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless
Denver's
y'all wanna
home
do-
field, like, oh, he's lagging. I was gonna say Denver's home field. You can argue maybe one of the biggest home field advantage with the altitude and everything.
For sure.
When I go through and power rate my teams, whenever there's a home field advantage, I always put it at stock 1.5. Denver is the only team in the NFL that I have at a full 3 because of the altitude, because of the weather, because of the fans. Seattle's close, but
I was gonna
That's
say,
a-
what do you have Seattle at?
dude, Seattle's at 2.7. I'm pretty sure. I have to do it in like increments to give me the fair values. All right, we're good here.
Yeah, I want to see this game now. Like I want that
Yeah.
tomorrow.
That
That's
would
gonna
be
such
special.
a banger.
Oh boy,
Oof.
Browns +8.5 at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Splits aren't as bad as I thought. Let me find the total really quick. I scrolled past it. Total of 40.5, moving down to 41.5. Sorry, 41.5, moving down to 40.5. Numbers moving towards the Jaguars. This was 7.5 -110. Now at +8.5 -110 at most places. Anybody have thoughts on this one? Because I'm kind of stuck here.
Yeah, Walker, you go. It's your squad.
This is the Jaguars. This is so. This is the Jaguars. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit worried about our linebacking core, but the offense is still going to be there, and the Browns just no more Myles Garrett. I mean, they're not going to be able to. I really like our offensive line this year as well. I don't think they're going to have any pressure on Trevor Lawrence. I think we're going to be able to do whatever we want on offense.
Jags team total under.
All right, MJ, what you got?
I did kind of want to lean into the Browns defense still being, I wouldn't say an elite unit, but a top 10 unit versus the Jags. But on the other hand, it's still the Jags. We're a team where it's like, I think it's a split room in terms of do we think that offense is going to be as good as we saw towards the end of the season, right? So I'll probably wait and hold off, but my initial read is taking the Browns with the points. Make it a gross game. Don't think they win, but probably make it gross. Not bold enough to take Jags team total under, but this game, yeah, look what Debbie said. This game screams like it's just a nasty start to the year where, either the Jags cover by the hook or, I don't know, but it's not my strongest read. It's not something I even have written down. It's just, this is what I thought when I looked at the game.
Yeah, I can't lie. I can't disagree more, man. I mean, even if these splits are like accurate, if this many people are willing to bet the Browns, I think the Jags fucking whoop them. And I kind of have a theory. I mean, the Browns open the season at Jacksonville, at Tampa. I really think they're just sending out Deshaun Watson as like a sacrificial lamb to get the shit kicked out of him. And then fans are like begging for Shadur or somebody for the home opener versus Carolina to boost some morale. I mean, this is one of the darkest outlooks for a team I think we've ever seen to start the year. I kind of think Jacksonville whoops their fucking ass because I agree with Jeff Sunday. Like, this is a very good squad that doesn't have a ton of hype. Like,
Yeah.
the Bears are a very similar team to Jaguars, and all you hear about is the Bears. Like, Liam Cohen was actually correct with that statement. Like, no one's talking about the Jags. Everyone talks about these other teams. I think Jaguars whoop their ass. I really do.
Yeah, hard to disagree. I think if Myles Garrett was there, this is one of those where I shut my nose and get dirty. But I'm worried that the defense is going to regress, and the only reason I liked backing the Browns so much is because the defense was a top 5 unit in football. And MJ's pointing. I understand that that's the narrative, which is why I understand why you want to lean into it. I just think that Myles Garrett is so valuable, and I don't think Jacksonville is being talked about enough, especially considering the season that they are coming off of, to where I could justify taking the Browns on the spread. Originally, numbers-wise, it's a Brown spot for me. I make this 2 points in favor of the Browns, so plus 6.5 versus the 8.5. And if they keep it close and dirty it up, I'm not going to be surprised. But this is a no play for me, and I like the under, but it seems like too easy almost.
Here's another reason. Do you know who they play week 2?
The Jaguars?
Yeah.
The Jaguars go to Denver now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that with their schedule, it's going to be really, really hard to look ahead of this game. If they lose this game, it gets ugly quick. But I do see what you're saying in terms of maybe they don't pull out the whole offensive playbook. Like get in, get out, win by 7, and leave. I understand that.
I just can't see them, given the narrative of this game, putting up a crooked number. Like I just don't see them even coming close to 30 points. I think that's far out of the equation. Like this could easily be the Browns putting up 3 points and the Jags covering, but I just don't see the Jags putting up 4 touchdowns in this game. With Denver on the horizon, 40, 20, probably 24.5 or 25.5 is what it's sitting at, which feels, I mean, given your point, like it's not the Browns of last year, right? I mean, they still have guys. They still have Denzel Ward. They still have Jared Verse, who I know his time in Philly. That dude can fucking rush the passer. So I just think there's obviously the Myles Garrett departure is going to be the focal point of what this defense is coming into the preseason or coming into the season. But I feel like it's perfect, right? One guy, obviously, he's a multiplier. He's one of those guys that makes everyone better. But there's enough talent on the rest of that defense side of the ball where they can still be good.
Yeah, but here's the thing. From a front office standpoint, I don't think the Browns want to win because they have a lot of good young pieces to build around. Like,
but
you got Boston.
Don't you think Deshaun wants to win?
I don't think it matters. Like, you have a very young offensive core, a good offensive line, and like you're saying, the defense is still good. Like, you can argue this roster is a quarterback away from competing. People love Todd Monken. They love his scheme. They love his analytics and metrics. And what do you know on paper next year? Loaded QB class coming in. If they're a QB away from being, a wild card team or a borderline playoff contender, I mean, what better QB to watch the shit kicked out of them than Deshaun Watson? And a lot of people hate Shadur as well.
Out of the two teams, in the Browns and the Jets, I would say they're the biggest contenders in terms of tanking for a quarterback this year, right? Because Malik Willis just got paid, so it's not the Dolphins. Maybe you could argue Arizona, but they got Beck and he's looked good. So I would say Jets and the Browns. Do you think both teams are 10 and go under what? Jets are at 6.5, Browns are at 5.5. Are you implying that you think both teams go under just because they're going to be tanking for QBs?
I disagree there because it always gets weird at the end of the season. So I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, I would lean the unders, but I would never put money.
Well, it's just a question. It was a question.
What? What was the question?
I think I'm lagging.
Do I think they're tanking?
They're going to go under the
Yes.
win total because that they're going to be tanking for a quarterback?
I would lean that way. Yeah.
I'm lagging. I apologize. I don't mean to cut you off.
It's not cut off on my end. It's that the responses are delayed. That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm very delayed. This is weird. I'm sorry.
I think that if you're gonna,
that's my analysis on the Browns. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I think that if you want to back the Browns in some way today, or not today, sorry, in a week and a half rather, or 2 weeks, I think he's giving us a tour. I think it's got to be Jags team total under. Trusting this offense is absolutely insane to me. And I do think that like sometimes fading the common narrative isn't as easy as it seems because you still have to watch Deshaun Watson try to play quarterback.
And dude, I like the Jags. Don't you think the perfect opportunity would be to fade them week 1 versus the Browns? They look like poop offensively. And then they go to play Denver in Denver and they pop off. Like I think that's a perfect kind of situation. And
I don't hate
that.
the under
I could
at
really
all.
see
Yeah.
happening.
I don't hate the under at all. I think that's actually a good play. I was just saying more so the Browns spread. I can't get behind in any game to start.
That's fair. I agree. I
don't hate the under at all.
We have
It
to talk
makes
to you.
a lot
I
of
agree with
sense.
you. Yeah, I agree with you.
Walker, any added thoughts? Thoughts on a prop? You got to be a Parker Washington guy.
Huge. But I will say, I think so. I was reading up like the Jaguars defense is a lot of people say they're going to regress. I do agree with them. They had, I think it was like 31 takeaways last year. They recovered 63% of fumbles. I think I'd rather back the offense more than the defense of the Jags, me personally. But I don't know if I'll get I don't know if I'll get there with like team totals or anything, but I think the offense is I think the defense takes a step back, which is why I'm worried about playing teams like Denver, teams like that have good offenses. I'd rather back them against I'd rather take the spread here, expect them to score points, let the defense do its job because it's not you don't have to be super great to hold the Browns to 14 points or whatever. So that's my take. But
this could end 17-7. Like if you think if there's a crowd out there that like Jags offense may struggle or limit the playbook, whatever you want to call it, it could end 17-7 or 21-7, and they could still cover with ease.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those spots for me. I always have like these look aheads. In an ideal world, the Jags put up like 35 points, win by 21, and Denver loses a close one in Kansas City. And then I back Denver the next week against the Jaguars. That would be my plan. But we'll see what happens. All right, I think we're good with this game, unless Royal any props.
Yeah.
Not as of now. I am like I remember what I said about Josh Downs, how I think if he hits the floor running like I think his lines are going to be like 15 yards higher towards the end of the season. I think Parker Washington's in that same boat.
Right.
Maybe him.
All right.
They do token for most games. Yeah. It's insane. 2 weeks away.
Very well.
I think he's sitting decently high for a guy like that.
He's the highest, yeah.
He's connected as a station.
All right. Tampa Bay at Cincinnati Bengals. Spread is plus 4.5. Bengals 4.5 point home favorites. Total 50.5. Best number on Profit X. Look at these splits. A ton of tickets on early splits. Have to remember that. Early tickets on Bucks spread. A little bit of love for the under by some sharp bettors who are on it early. Any thoughts on this one? Because I have a pretty firm opinion.
Do you want to kick it off? Because I'm actually intrigued.
Okay. Walker, you have anything?
Oh, you're good.
Bucks outright. That is my.
That's where I thought you were going with it. I wanted to see if my thought process was correct.
So one of my futures is Bengals over 9.5 wins. I like the schedule a lot. Joe Burrow is healthy. Jamar Chase was healthy when I played it. Now he's dealing with some hyperextension, but he's going to be healthy. A ton of Chase Brown hype coming out of training camp. T. Higgins is healthy. The offense is firing on all cylinders, and they just traded for Dexter Lawrence, who should help their pass rush, which is what they've always struggled with. The Buccaneers, on the other hand, they lose Mike Evans. Emeka Egbuka had turf toe earlier this summer. They had that whole contract dispute with Vita Vea, and Baker Mayfield's upset that he didn't get a new contract. I think as we get closer to game time, you're going to see people flood to the Bengals, and I don't blame them. Bengals offense looks great. Defense looks to be improved. They were a legit top 10 defense in the back half of the season last year, and I see no reason as to why they won't continue to do well as the season progresses. But I think week one they get caught sleeping. I think a hungry Bucs team who knows the NFC South is up for grabs goes into Cincinnati and takes care of business. I'll be on plus 4.5 in the money line. I love Tampa here. And I know Emeka Egbuka is the focal point of this offense, but if he's on a snap count, Chris Godwin at the ripe age of 47 could have a massive day. So I like Godwin receptions here as well.
I was gonna bring that up.
You're
It's a
talking my
shame.
language.
Like, he's one person that can't stay healthy as of late, or kind of throughout his career. I mean, like, if you read people off his numbers, like without saying his name, I don't think anyone would ever guess Chris Godwin. I mean, he's had 4+ 1,000-yard seasons and was probably on pace for 2 more if he didn't get hurt. Like, he's one of the most underrated players in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
And if Ibuka's banged up, which honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting some turf toe vibes, which I really hope it's not. But it doesn't look good as of now. Obviously, hopefully he's okay. Evans is gone, like you said. I've been a K Dotton guy, but like I don't know. It seems like he's not really a factor anymore. So we'll
Dude,
see,
never
but
gets any respect.
yeah, I don't know. You don't hear anything about him, and then I think the backfield's going to be a little bit improved. I mean, Bucky seems to be more healthy. Kenny Gainwell's coming off a crazy good year. Yeah, I'm with you there. I would lean Bucks as of now. If Godwin is healthy, which he looks to be, I think he pops off. And they love Ted Hurst too. I don't know if you've seen this guy. He looks the part. Obviously, it's training camp and preseason, but looks like he could be a good, X receiver, that big deep threat. That's quick.
Yeah. I'm a Ted Hurst fan. One of my buddies is the biggest Jalen McMillan truther of all time. So
People love him, man.
The receiver room is underrated. They do have talented pass catchers. And I could see it in my head right now. 21-17 Bengals leading. Bucky Irving, 30-yard rush to get them down to the 5-yard line. Kenneth Gainwell vulture scores a touchdown. I could see it. Walker, any thoughts?
I don't have a strong lean here.
Nothing? No leans?
Nothing.
Oh my God. This is going to be brutal. We need to get you leaning in some kind of way. Don't tell Sandy that you don't have leans, bro. He'll grill you for the rest of your life.
Gotta have leans.
Gotta have something.
The 50.
Yeah.
We're seeing totals at 50. What are we thinking in terms of the total? Is this one that sneaks over, or what are the thoughts here?
Yeah, it is definitely a square over for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I can kind of see in this being like the week 1 cinema game as square as it probably is. What's up, Charlie?
What up, Charlie?
No, but TC made a really good point on why to bet the Bucks. I mean, there's not a whole lot to like. Like this feels similar to a spot like the Niners plus 3.5 versus the Rams. It feels very similar.
Right down here. Saratoga, 25 minutes down here at the back of this car.
Oh my God.
Saratoga, 25 minutes.
He wasn't having
Polar
none of
Express.
that.
Not even Christmas.
You're talking my language though, TC. I like your pitch on the Bucks. Would you dabble with
No,
the team
Jay.
total? Do you think they can make this gross, or like what do you see in terms of like
Next
the
station stop will be
landscape of
Saratoga
this game
Springs,
in terms of
approximately
the script?
25 minutes.
This is the problem with team total. I could see 31-27 bucks, or I could see like 21-17 bucks. I don't think there's a world that the Bengals win and they go under their team total, if I'm honest. So I'm just gonna play the Bucks straight up and against the spread.
Yeah, I think someone brought it up. I think oh shit, am I frozen? Okay, there we go. I think Bane, is he fine? I think he hurt his shoulder, which is not good for a pass rusher.
I didn't see that he was gonna be out.
I didn't either. I didn't know if like anything more came out from that, but no, I'm with you. I kind of feel like the Bucks had just a frustrating year last year with a lot of the injuries. I mean, you lose they lost Wirfs pretty early on, if I'm not mistaken, or something. But like their own line's very, very good, and I don't think they had that last year. I mean, if you guys are watching quarterback or even saw, like, I think we all kind of thought Baker was a little injured last year, but I mean, him, he's not going to come out. So yeah, I think the Bucks had a really frustrating year, and if they're healthy coming in, I think they're going to be much better than what they were.
Hard to disagree there. Any props on the Bengals or the Bucks side?
It's tough, like with Bengals, because you really don't want to take anyone else but Jamar Chase. I might do a little Chase Brown rushing receiving.
My guy.
But I will say that was in my head when Vita Vea was holding out, so it made me like rethink.
Right.
That's the only problem. And I know it sounds crazy, but his job is literally to stuff the run. He's very good at it, and he's one like nose tackle that does make a huge difference.
Yeah, I don't disagree there. I think Rosa might be onto something though.
Yeah,
It
that's probably
might
free
be that easy.
most games. Yeah.
Yeah. I have nothing. I think Chase Brown's going to score a ton of touchdowns, and I bet Chase Opoy. So hard for me to disagree. Walker, MJ, anything else on this one, or we're moving to the next game?
Shout out Dilgod and Snowman for the subs.
Oh, thank you, Dilgod. Thank you, Snowman. Fuck, dude, I was supposed to have it up. I can't find it.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Dilgod and Snowman. Snowman said Indiana is winning the Natty. No, they are not. Sorry, Snowman. this guy. All right.
TC, just curious, when you like a team that's a dog and you like them to win outright, do you take the spread for like 2 units and then the money line for a unit? Or how do you normally...
So it depends on what the number on the money line is, and it depends on how much I like the team. Like, say I like the Browns, for example. I'd throw a unit on the spread, and then I would take it for like 0.2 units on the money line. For a game like this, it'll probably be like 1 unit spread, 0.4 money line, or something that'll win me both 1 unit. Ben, DC.
Okay. Gotcha.
It'll be something like that. And then if I hate everything. This is enough. I'm moving to the next game, and then I'm never coming back to stream. Not futures. Let's see, week 1. I think we've covered quite a bit of games so far. Maybe not. Oh, MJ, I think you and I are going to be on the same side here. Jets at Tennessee Titans. Jets +3 on the road. Poop versus ass. Total sitting at 38.5. Money towards the over, at least first look.
BBL versus dog shit.
Giant train fucking engine. Or whatever that's called.
Oh, okay.
Choo choo.
Literally.
So the choo choo is crazy. I make this total 44.5 and it's 38.5. I feel like it's universally accepted that both offenses suck. But I think that the Titans did stuff in the draft that I really like, brought in Wan'Dale Robinson and Geno Smith. For as much shit as I give him, he is, a top 32 quarterback in the NFL. The weapons are there, and I just think this is one of those gross games that goes over. I like the Titans I like the Jets, 26-23. I think this game soars over 38.5. That's where I'm at.
That's like what I did too. I'm like 2 miles an hour. 3 max.
I love that. I love that. I love you. I love that.
I think Jets team total TC might be. I'm not gonna obviously say bet that way, but because the thing about the Jets that a lot of people don't realize, their offensive line is actually pretty good. It's not bad at all. I mean, the past few years they've just been taking top offensive linemen in the draft, and as of now, it's pretty solid. So I think the Jets can actually put up points here because Titans buffed their front seven by a good amount. They still have Jeffrey Simmons, who's a dog. Their secondary's not great, and kind of think it's a Garrett Wilson game. That's who I was looking at as of now. But yeah, I honestly think Geno can move the ball in this matchup, which didn't think I was ever going to say again.
Yeah, I like the Jets here too. I just think it's a little bit, it's quite a bit of respect for the Titans. I think that I have the Jets rated higher than the Titans. I don't know why the Titans are 3-point favorites. I like both teams to score. I guess, but yeah. And if you guys are missing the top 32, there was this one tweet that went like crazy viral 3 years ago when Justin Fields called himself top 10, and somebody texted, he top 32. Don't let that fool you. And I thought it was one of the funniest things I've ever read. So I just refer to all quarterbacks as top 32 from now on. And yes, who said it in the group chat? Yeah, Token. I can guarantee. I can see the tweet now. It's Beeve, his face above a Honda Civic, Jets 5-unit max, a Honda Civic Mega Max.
It already happened. It already happened.
Yeah, it's been written. Nice. Walker,
news.
Anything?
I like where you guys' heads at. I'm actually kind of high on the Titans offense this year. I think Cam Ward takes a even bigger leap this year, and if I was to back a side, I have to go the over. I don't I mean, the Titans' defense is cheats. Not real impressed with anything the Jets have going on defense as well. So,
Where do you want us to meet?
Give me some totals from last year, but the Titans faced some mid offenses. I want to compare. What was the lowest total the Titans saw last year?
I'm
So
pulling
we
it
do
up
need
right
to
now.
compare. I think it's important,
So-
as well as some totals that either the Titans are seeing or the Jets are seeing. Like, is there anything we can point to where this line is tad high, or there's some favoritism to a side?
Let's look at the Titans first, because the Jets did start Bailey Zappi last year for a stretch. All right, and who was the other one that they started?
Brady Cook.
Oh,
or
Brady
something
Cook. Yeah. All right, let's look at the Titans. 38.5 at home versus the Saints in Week 17. The final score of that game was 34-26 New Orleans, so sort over. Week 16 at Kansas City, they won, or no, at home versus
That might
Kansas
be a
City.
good one, actually.
So 37.5 total. The Titans won 26-9. They played San Fran. They put up 24 points against the Niners. At the Browns, total 33.5. That was a snow game. Classic Snover. Won that game 31-29 at Cleveland. Another total, I'm trying to look at other totals in the 37.5 versus the Texans, 13-16. 39.5 versus the Texans, lost 26-0. And those are the totals in the 30s. In terms of the Jets, I don't really think the Jets are worth looking at with Brady Cook.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's another question.
No Wilson either.
Is there a world? Is there a world where this is like completely lopsided on either side? Like in my head is like, are we taking a team total? Is there a world where the team total goes over for one of these teams and the other one puts up a stinker? That's the first thought I think of when you obviously like the full game over. So you like both offenses, but do you think there's a world where one comes crashing down and one exceeds expectations? I mean, both these offenses, I think, are expected to make some kind of progression forward, right?
I mean,
maybe Titans being the more obvious choice.
So say the Jets win like 27-14, that game still goes over. The total is so low where I could justify it. Right. But I get what you're saying. It would have to be like 24
I think
to
Jets
10.
TT is how I go.
Okay, that's fair. I like the Titans offense. I'm going to involve them, but no beef.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I know Royal. You said Garrett Wilson coming back off the injury. What did he injure again?
I don't even remember. I kind of think it was them just protecting him because they gave him a giant bag, if I'm not mistaken, last year. I kind of think it was more so of that. I mean, that Jets team last year was some of the worst football ever to grace our eyes. I think it was more of that, but I actually don't remember because he got hurt pretty early on.
Yeah, week 7.
And then, they probably just shut him down, to be honest. So, I don't know. But, I like him a lot. I mean, they have a lot of weapons on paper, right? I mean, Sadiq is this combine freak that played at Oregon. He could be good. Breece Hall is obviously really good when healthy. And then we don't really know what we have in Omar Cooper. Apparently, he's having the worst preseason imaginable. So, point being, there's a lot of big names on that, or not big names, but a lot of talented names in that receiving room. But at the end of the day, like, I really think Wilson, it's hard to say now, but he's borderline top 5 receiver. He's just never going to have a chance to show it. You could, like, there's an argument there to be made. Like, he's a very, very polished receiver. So, and let's be real, last year in that Raiders offense, like, no QB was thriving in that offense. And Geno's not great, but there's a reason why he was decent in Seattle compared to the Raiders. That was just an unplayable situation. So, and plus, he loves peppering one receiver, like we saw in Seattle with DK, and I guess in their case, Lockett too. But I think he's just going to fire at Wilson all game. Yeah, I think Wilson has a lot to prove too.
I agree.
A lot to prove, but for him personally,
couldn't agree more. Walker, anything else? Or are we ready?
Good to go.
All right. Couple things. First off, shout out Sean Beasy 5 stream streak. Thank you for that. And then secondly, if you're on Twitter watching on any of our accounts, why don't you make your way over to Twitch? We got about 20 minutes left. It does all of us a favor. I wish Rosa was here to tell you himself, but twitch.tv/Remble now. It helps all of us continue to do this. So that would be greatly appreciated. But with that said, we can move on to the next game.
ATC, and you can always give those responsibilities to Walker too.
I could. It was
Yeah,
technically
yeah. Totally cool, bro.
I think from now on it has to be Walker.
He is the pledge.
I can handle it. Yeah,
He's
I
the
can handle
pledge.
it.
All right. So from now on it's Walker's. Another poop versus shit. Look at this. Falcons Steelers. Falcons plus 3.5 at
Give me
Pittsburgh.
the rundown.
Total 42.5. Money moving towards the 41.5 towards the under. Splits. Oh my god.
Oh, this is good. This is really
We're
good.
so bad.
Holy shit.
It
Real
looks
quick,
like
too,
money line.
We got a sub from Mr. Ski. 30 months.
Wow.
Time
Oh, yeah.
flies. Started with Rosa's hot streak 2.5 years ago. Now Ramble season 4. What games have I missed today? Mr. Ski, shout out to you, bro. You're the man.
Yeah,
He's a beast.
that's awesome.
Watch back the
thank
bounce,
you.
for sure.
Yeah, we covered Jets, Titans. We covered Browns,
Texans,
Jags, Texans, Bills, and there's one more. Yeah, it's Bengals, Bucks. Those are the 4. For those of you who can't see it, we have 50% of the money on Steelers spread, 44% of the tickets. So Falcons getting a little bit more of the tickets ATS. But when it comes to the money line, Pittsburgh dominating the market. More bets and money on the under. Walker, you got anything? Or is this another no lean?
You guys go first.
I don't have anything. I went through this and I have absolutely zero. This just feels like one of those games that either Atlanta grosses up because nobody wants to back them, or Mike McCarthy succeeds in his first game as Pittsburgh head coach and they just roll because the offense should be improved, and I don't think enough people are realizing it.
I think the Steelers might put up a fat number. Sorry, I'm delayed.
No,
that's-
you're good. I was going to say something similar. The only thing I hate at this point is like all the negativity coming out of the Falcons. Like, I don't know how true that quote was, but they said like Tua legit has played and looks so bad that like they can't name him the starter. Like, that's how
Which is
bad. Like,
awesome.
they're like, just look somewhat good and you're the starter, and he can't do it.
Can't do it.
I don't know. I blew all my offseason fab and dynasty on Jack, whatever his name is.
Jack Strand.
B2 guy. We get offseason fab and it's a super flex. So I spend anything on him because at this point he looks like Brady for them. But I think the Steelers could be a tad bit sneaky as soon as like if they're assuming their offense pans out, because I do like their defense, honestly, as long as it stays healthy. I mean, TJ Watt maybe declining a little bit. It's still TJ Watt. Love me some Highsmith. Love their secondary. Yeah, I think they can definitely cause some havoc to either of these QBs, or if a Division II quarterback is starting at this point, it's possible. That's not a good recipe. But yeah, I think the offense is going to be a lot better than who was it? He was the old Arthur Smith. I mean, the guy runs an ancient offense. I don't know how he got the Ohio State job. We'll see how that goes. But the one thing about McCarthy is he does air that motherfucker out. He always runs 3 receiver sets. They have 3 pretty solid receivers. They got 2 good running backs. Like, they could make some noise offensively. We'll see if it all clicks. Who knows? But I don't know. I mean, the Falcons are almost so gross. Like, you want to back them, but I can't do it. So I would lean the Steelers here.
That was my initial part of it. It feels like the Steelers should be the side, so it's the Falcons, because who the hell is doing it? But I do think this is one of those cases where it's not even worth it to get gross, because the Falcons are just going to be that bad. There is something there with Jack Strand. I was watching some of his film. He actually, his footwork looks great.
Insane.
But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen this soon. And if you want to take the Steelers, I definitely think it should be on the offensive side of the ball. Mike McCarthy's always been known for his offense. Rodgers was super comfortable with him in Green Bay. They have 2 decent wide receivers, and I know Jeremy Bernard is making a push for wide receiver 3. I have absolutely nothing against the over. I think that's definitely the grosser side of it, and I like that anyway. But for me, it would have to be the Steelers.
Yeah, maybe we get gross with the over. I like what Big Red's putting down. It does smell like a nasty over. If we like offense on the Steelers side of the ball, I feel like we can buy into Tua a little bit too. You know, maybe we see some success on the ground, open some big shots up for Tua. Who knows? He's still got an arm, but his brain is definitely not there. But you know,
I felt like Tua this week. Yeah, I literally felt like Tua.
this week.
Yeah,
Steelers were a bottom 20 defense in terms of EPA per play. Worse against the pass, but both units were pretty bad. If you wanted to back Bijan, I don't blame you. His numbers might be a little bit deflated because the offense is going to be so bad. Maybe a good time to buy him, especially with all the Jahmyr Gibbs 101 going around. Like Bijan could come out, show up. You know, I definitely have nothing against Bijan or the over here.
Is there a real world where Tua doesn't start?
I don't know, man. The dog place is saying that it's only like a 56% chance or something.
Said it all comes down to this preseason game, like their last one, from what I've read.
Which is
feels
insane.
crazy. Yeah,
It does, but
So I was
Is
saying,
Penix-
like that quote might be true. Like he just looked so bad that they're like, we can't do this.
I'll be interested to see what bookmakers make the difference between Tua and Penix because I think both are pretty shit. But we'll see. But at least I've seen the flashes with Penix before. I haven't seen a flash from Tua in 2 years.
Yeah.
All right. We're getting to it's 6:10. Go ahead. Sorry, Ro.
No, I was gonna say I don't want to take anything away from Penix in college because obviously that season was crazy, but like he had it really fucking easy that year. I think he was like 24, 25, thrown to a Dunze, McMillan, Jalen Polk, who just retired at the ripe age of
Crazy.
24, 3. And I think they had a good running back that year too. The point being, they were fucking loaded. Obviously, he was doing his thing, but might have been a little misleading.
All right. Next game. It's 6:10. Maybe we'll do one or two more and then we'll call it because it is a Thursday.
yeah. I might have to cut out. If I cut out early, it's just because we arrived at the station.
I was gonna say, according to
All
your
right.
train, it was the next stop.
Yeah. So we got the 425 games here. Do we want to talk Cardinals Chargers? We could talk all of these games, but is
Sorry,
there a
real
place we
quick.
want to go first?
Look at this Whaler nugget. I wouldn't like if you told me that, I would have said you are crazy, but that's
Interesting.
insane.
Interesting.
MJ,
You're
you're an
home,
Eagles
right?
guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Philly.
Tell my boss.
Washington Commanders at Philadelphia Eagles, 4.5 in favor of the Eagles. Best price on ProfitX at -102. Total at 46.5. Looking like it's moving towards the under. Bet percentage and money a lot on the under, and in terms of spread, looks like the Commanders are getting way more respect than I envisioned.
This has to be the over here, bro. It has to be.
Yeah,
Not even just from the splits.
I
just
like
from-
a Philly. What do you call it? A trousering? Is that MJ's word? Yeah. All right.
I got a dip. I'm here. I'm gonna be listening though. Glaze the Eagles for me, all right?
Waiting for TC. I don't know where TC went, but yeah, I think this is a Philly beatdown. If we're being honest, I'm not sure if you've seen this, Walker, but there is real people out there. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I do the big screen. No, not me.
no.
Shit. I can't do it. There we go. Yeah, a little bit of that.
Pie
Philly
job.
pie
A lot
job.
of that.
Pie job.
Pie job, dude.
Yeah, sorry, TC. I kind of fucked that up. I didn't know how to
No,
do
you're
it,
good,
but
man.
That was awesome.
Pie job.
Yeah. There's real people out there that think Saquon Barkley is washed. I think he might run for at least 150 in this game, if we're being honest. The Commanders, I think, are in a really rough spot this year, especially losing Laramie Tunsil. Somebody, I think one of their beat reporters or something, literally said this is the worst offensive line I've ever seen, and that's only training camp and preseason, so that's a major red flag for me. Yeah, I think Philly gets up top, that defense holds on, and they run Saquon all game. I like Philly team total a lot. I really would not – I don't know how much I would trust the Commanders in this matchup. A lot of new pieces. Again, lost their left tackle, who's one of the best in the league. I saw Bill got banged up too. I mean, they have a lot of questions at running back as well. Kind of think it's a Philly beatdown. They're coming off I'll say depressing year for them as Super Bowl champs. A lot of problems on offense, so I kind of think they take their anger out on a division rival.
I'm going to be all over the Eagles team total. Probably POD, week 1 POD.
Perfect.
So,
I have
What was the
written
spread,
down.
TC?
This was 4.5. I have.
Oh, I took it off.
So,
Oh.
oh, Yeah, that's
so
better.
bear with me, chat. Bear with me. There we go.
My only concern would be that everybody thinks Washington is bad, I think. But at the same time, I don't think that they think they're bad enough. I think that this win total being at 7.5 is insane. I think this team wins 5 games. The offensive line is putrid. Eagles -4.5 and -9.5. It's what I have written down. If you want it up to like 13.5, 16.5, I have no problem with that. I also have Saquon 100 plus written down and might even sprinkle on 2+ TDs. That's how I'd go.
Yeah, I was actually peeping some rushing yard lines today. I think he's the highest as of now. Did you see what it was at? I want to see if you guys can guess it. If not,
No, I would assume it's
Yeah, he was the
70,
highest.
72.5.
Nope. Walker,
Okay.
81.
80.
Damn.
That's pretty high.
That's
pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty high, and I know it's the Commanders. I get it, but it's pretty high. Especially with Hurts rumored to run a little more. As much shit as Hurts get, he is a very good runner and he's a very safe runner. I mean, that's a real line. -125 touchdown.
Crazy.
If you
if I
use
can
that book, you
Yeah.
might want to punch that in.
Yeah. If I could get if I can get anywhere close to that come game time, that's what I'll be doing. But I think we are all aligned with Eagles by belting.
Yep.
I don't hate this either. I know it's crazy to be on both. Commanders, they have a lot of problems, but their secondary is legit. It might be the worst in the league. It's really bad. So
Yeah.
my only fear, Devi, I'm with you, is just the Eagles when they're up, they want to run it. But yeah, Smitty should pop off if the opportunity's there. I'm fully with you on that one.
Okay. We can make this the last game. 6:15. We're all aligned on Eagles by belting. This is my favorite play of week 1. Packers at Vikings. Minnesota Vikings have flipped to a 1-point home favorite total, getting mixed results here. Let's see what it actually is at. 45, 45.5. You can find a variety of numbers out there. This is these, I wish these splits were a little bit better, but I'm going to be on the Vikings for 2 units here. The defense is unbelievable. Brian Flores has always been good against Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love only averages 123 passing yards a game against Brian Flores in his career. Now you got Josh Jacobs dealing with the suspension. The O-line is already banged up, which was already projected to be a bottom half unit in the NFL. No Micah Parsons, Tucker Kraft just coming back from injury. And the Vikings, healthy on both sides of the ball. I like the offense with Kyler Murray, especially Kyler Murray. If it was JJ, I'd be a little bit more hesitant, but I'm a Kyler guy. I think you could play Packers team total under. I think you could play Vikings team total over. I freaking love the Vikings here. And no, Dilgod, I didn't see it. I'll be on the Vikings for 2 units. I'm going to go try and find what Dilgod said. Ramble now. MJ, 5 gifted. Thank you, MJ. And now I'm trying to find Dilgod's sub, because if he's brought it up, it has to be something related to this. Dilgod, I can't get it. What'd you say? Just throw it in chat.
What's up, Malik? Good to see you, brother. Do you think, let's say Jacobs gets suspended, right? Do you think that's potentially baked in, or how much do we think that potentially moves it?
I don't think Josh Jacobs moves the market at this point.
I would say maybe a point, just because, or maybe like half point. I would agree. Like Jacobs alone, no. Marshawn Lloyd's expected to be the guy. I don't think he's played an NFL snap, if I'm not mistaken. He's gotten, unfortunately, hurt every year. And then they lost their other one to Seattle, and I'm forgetting the last guy. But that'd be my only reason on why it would move, just because behind him is so slim. I thought I saw something about there was interest in Kareem Hunt. I could definitely see that until Lloyd gets fully adjusted, if he's going to be the full-time starter. You just get a reliable running back who unfortunately shares the same interests as Josh Jacobs, if you know what I mean. But he got a second chance. But yeah.
Dilgod, if you're referring to Packers Lions last year, I do know what you're saying. I was on the Packers last year. I'm on the Vikings this year. It just feels like this is a home divisional game, week 1. Tensions are high. More people were in on the Packers last year than the Vikings. I don't know how many people are invested in the Vikings this season in, general public. I love the Vikings. This is going to be my biggest bet of week 1.
Yeah, I don't know how much Adil got. Is this the Packers fan talking in you? Because
Is Dilgot a
he
Packers
mentioned,
fan?
oh yeah.
Oh, I
Um,
didn't know that.
I agree with the way that we were talking about games. Like none of us were taking the Lions. I think the difference was everybody was so high on the Lions. Like I don't think that's the same um, narrative for the Packers. And then I think there's a lot of negativity in Minnesota with the whole McCarthy thing, and majority of people think Kyler sucks, especially after last year. So I think that would be the one difference still got.
Yeah,
But I agree with what TC's saying, to be honest. I think the Vikings are sneaky here.
like I think when it comes to Vikings fans in particular, let's just use beef. Probably not the greatest example, but going back and trying to cover up Kyler Murray tweets kind of makes me feel really, really good about him. Um, if you're on the Packers, I get it. If you're looking for this, feels like the Texans to me, right? Not every home dog can win and cover, but this is going to be the one that I'm on.
I really like to back like in divisional games like this. I like to back the better defense, especially when it's such a short spread. So I like what you're doing, TC.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely the better defense, at least at this point in the year. And definitely the better defensive coordinator. They just lost Jeff Halfley, which is massive, man. So, you know, you back Flores and KOC at home, sign me up.
Yeah.
Just got to hope Kyler pans out. I think he'll be fine. I'm curious to see like his ceiling, honestly. Obviously, Kevin O'Connell has elevated every NFL caliber quarterback, I'll say, aside from the two Dumb and Dumber last year. Brosmer and JJ. But aside that, he had a very good track record. So I think Kyler's capable. And like I said, KOC's never really had a mobile QB. So I think that adds another layer for him.
Yeah.
And one thing that's underrated about the Vikings too, is their offensive line. Very good offensive line when healthy. Darisaw is one of the best tackles, just hasn't been able to stay healthy. Yes, the short joke, Whaler. I got it. Yeah, show yourself the door.
Yeah, so far for week 1, at least I have Patriots +4 in the money line, Niners +3.5 in the money line, Lions -6.5 and -13.5, Colts +3.5 in the money line, Jets Titans over 38.5, Vikings +1 for 2 units. That line is flipped in 2 days. I wrote this down 2 days ago. So I don't know. Maybe it is the Jacobs news, or maybe it's more people coming around on Minnesota, or we're getting closer to the season. Now people are itching for action. But Vikings, and then I have the Eagles ladder with Saquon 100+ yards and 2+ touchdowns.
Yeah, I think let me take a look at Saquon real quick before we sign off, because I know he had a frustrating year as well, obviously.
And didn't he had 200 yards. So there was a game in the playoffs last year or 2 years ago where I had Saquon 100+ yards, 125, 150, 175, 200. Was that against the Commanders at home when they like smoked them?
So I saw a video today. It was the Commanders took like 6 or 7 minutes in the first quarter to score a field goal just for Philly to. It was like an 80-yard Saquon house call in the first play. So I think it is that game. Let's see. Last year he had 132 in December versus them, and then he must have missed the other game. Let's see.
Were they resting starters because it was week 17 or 18?
Yeah, he only played 16 games, so I guess he had to have missed that one. But yeah, I mean, he also just has a great track record against them, obviously playing them 2 times a year his entire career. But yeah, their defense is just shit. Like, we like Sonny Styles, but like, is he going to stop the run by himself every play? No. Like,
no, absolutely not.
He's going to do whatever he wants to.
Absolutely not.
May or may not have played Mercyhurst +31 tonight. It just they're up 3-0. They're up 3-0 right now.
Mercyhurst plus 31.5. Are we kidding?
Yeah. Me and Money both.
I can't wait for Saturday.
Saturday
have more plays than I envisioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Somehow I had the 2021 log pulled up. I don't know. Oh wait, no. Now, okay, no. So it was the right one. I'm not sure what's going on, but
hold up,
dude. If you like look at his yeah, I knew it was a frustrating year. He only had 3 100-yard games.
Damn.
100
Let's
plus
see.
yard games, I should say.
Versus the Commanders, he has had this is reverse chronological order. Excuse me. For the Eagles, 132-1, 150-2, 146-2. Then for the Giants, 83, 77, 87-1, 63-1. These aren't very good. But back in 2018, 2019, 170-1, 189-1. Now I would only value the Eagles stats, 132-1, 150-2, 146-2. So hitting 2 touchdowns 2 out of 3 times, hitting 100 plus, 125 plus even in all 3 samples. So I'm gonna increase that ladder to 125. And yeah, I think the season last year was so disappointing that I think this is just like you just got to go to the Eagles here.
And I can see coming into Mannion or Manian, whatever his name is. Obviously, Patullo was the scapegoat last year, right? I mean, probably a majority his fault. I think injuries played a huge role. Don't you think if you're a Manian, you kind of want to like flex your muscles here and just get the fans juice back up? Like, holy shit, we found our OC, this and that.
No
I
doubt.
can totally see him not like unleashing the playbook, but being aggressive and putting up mad points.
Absolutely.
That's kind of what I thought. Like when it came to Eagles team total, I think they cover the spread, but they're gonna put up a shit ton of points.
Do you know what the number is, Walker?
25.5, I believe.
Oh, I like that up to like 34.5.
Let me make sure.
Let's see. Total is 46.5, 4.5 point spread, 24-20, 25-21. It should be 25.5.
Yeah, I'm all over that.
Yeah, I love it.
It's a
Absolutely
4
love it.
touchdowns. It's 4 touchdowns.
And 2 of them by Saquon. Love it.
Yep.
That's why week
God,
one's so tough because Smitty should destroy them as well, like Debbie was saying. But it's just like, how long do they keep throwing the ball? You know what I mean? Like you just really don't know what to expect, which is the toughest part about week one.
Absolutely. It's always tough, but I think I speak for most of us, or at least some of us. I love week one. I think there's so many narratives you could take advantage of. I think I lost like 5 units last year, but I love it.
It was a good time.
Yeah,
Great
I
time.
had fun. I was in Hershey Park. I was waiting in line for like whatever the good ride there is, and my girlfriend looked over at me. She's like,
Thunder and Lightning?
Yeah. She was like, "What are you
Yeah.
doing?" And I'm like, "Babe, I bet the Giants. It's gonna be okay." And then on the way home is when the Packers played. So it was the Bear. Big Touch is right. It was the Bear. On the way home, I was watching Lions Packers, and I had Josh Jacobs touchdown in the lay. And then I got home, went to a buddy's house, watched Derrick Henry break one. Don't think I've screamed louder in my life. That was awesome.
Yeah,
and I had the Ravens plus 1.5 that game, I think.
Who'd they
so
play again?
The
Can't remember that one.
the
That game was
Bills.
cinema.
Yeah,
Oh,
they played the
right,
Bills, and the Bills came back from like 14 or 15 down, and all my buddies took Ravens money line. I was the only one with plus 1.5, and the plus 1.5 covered, and the money line caked. But
I'm gonna see if I can find a screenshot. I had Bill's last leg of like a 7-legger.
my,
Bro.
that's awesome.
Real quick,
just-
TC, I meant to send you this. Malachi Fields. See his line against Dallas?
No, what is it? 33.5.
20.5.
Ooh,
I think that means he's playing a lot. Because you have to think when they drafted him, right? Given their receiving room, for some reason they love Darius Slayton. Like, really not much opportunity
it's a
for him
disease.
with
bro.
Isaiah Likely. Like, to me, that tells me he's gonna be playing. And I actually was listening to something about that. I think he came from Virginia, or before he transferred to Notre Dame. He was like very like good stats, or like, he like looked really good. And then when you get to Notre Dame, you're not going to Notre Dame to play receiver.
Right.
So they just had him running like go routes and stuff, and then absolutely dominated the Senior Bowl. And like people were like, "Holy shit, this guy's actually really good when he runs a full route tree." And I kind of think that's what's happening in camp and preseason. Like he might be a big piece for them.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be. Yeah, he's 6'4". I think it's going to be pretty consolidated. I think Neighbors will command like 30% of the targets. You want to give 10% to the running backs, but I think Isaiah Likely is going to be, getting close to that 25% target share. I think that he's going to be a real factor. I'm going to try to pull up the line now. I want to see a couple things. Isaiah Likely receptions is not up. Are we fucking kidding?
It's crazy because his yards is up.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like 30, low 30s.
You look at it blue or green?
Green app that has multiple books.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm looking at that now. Maybe I'm wrong and it's just not here.
His yards line. Oh, no. Yeah, it's only on 2 books. Okay. Yeah, disregard. There's 2 books that post such early lines that are usually a few yards off. So, yeah, they don't have receptions.
What up, Chew?
Receiving.
What's up, Cheward?
31.5 receiving yards seems really low for a guy who I think is going to catch 6 or 7 passes. Because I do think the Cowboys are going to lead. I mean, even Lamb, 5.5 feels low.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at CD.
Pickens,
Obviously,
4.5.
that's my guy.
God, that feels so low. What about yards? Lamb at 74.5 feels low, or 71.5 rather. Man. All right.
Yeah, I would just be nervous. I would just wait for, like I saw this was going around today. You just want to be aware of snap count. Like you don't want to bet on that or you don't want to trade on that. If he's full go, yeah, by all means, absolutely rip that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you have to expect with how loaded Dallas is, Giants probably trail at some point.
I think they trail the whole game. I think it's going to be ugly. Yeah. And I'm going to be at the game too, which makes it even worse.
There you go. I tend to agree, Viggs, but we'll see what they say about him. All right, just about 6:30, gents. Walker, what else do you have the night before we wrap up? I know you got some gross shit.
What's that? Oh, no, just
FCS.
Mercyhurst tonight. Just Mercyhurst. That's it. Just
plus is there a
31.
live one we can join you on?
Youngstown State just scored 7-3 now, so you could probably
get in at a good number.
I know these schools from basketball. I didn't know they had football programs.
I had no idea Georgetown had a team.
I didn't either. I did not either.
This was news to me today.
Those
big
jerseys
either.
are probably gas.
9 or 9:30. I'm not 100% sure because I know MJ's away. I would assume 9, and if it's not 9, we'll tweet. But Saturday should be a big day.
10 the latest.
Yeah, big day. Football's back. We have a lot of stuff to get into. CFB season long, obviously week 0 lines, and we'll wrap up some NFL. I can't get Youngstown State. It's over.
Let's see the live line quick.
Do not tell the shit. We could be in for
28.5. WCLV. What?
CLV.
Let's go.
They must be driving. Yeah. Who's Mercyhurst QB?
Couldn't tell you.
Landon, we're going to talk about that.
We just press a little button.
It happens. Yeah, we're saving that for Saturday, no doubt.
Yeah.
There's only so much we can talk about, so we got to save it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I just figured out that one of the sites did a deposit match, and I didn't realize it was non-refundable until you use it, which is really fucking annoying. But anyways, it's a good reason to use ProfitX.
There you go. Right. And we'll be showing that off on Saturday as well.
Yep. That's where we're gonna live
fully up and moving.
Yeah, thank God. All right, I think that's it.
Beautiful job,
all right, boys. No outro today, unfortunately. I'm not sure how to entirely do that, so we're gonna end it. I think the same song's been playing the whole stream. Yep, it definitely has. So we'll be better. MJ usually handles all that. He's got the high tech shit, but appreciate y'all showing out. We are about a day and a half now, we can call it, from real football. So that rocks. All right, gents. Enjoy your night. Chat, enjoy your night as well. We'll see you Saturday. Anything from you two?
No, I got nothing, man.
Peace, boys. See y'all Saturday.
Go Youngstown State.
No, Mercyhurst.
No, Mercyhurst. Go
Mercyhurst.
All right, it's cake.
What's their mascot? Mustangs, right? I think.
No, the Penguins.
Really?
Pretty sure it's the Penguins. They played Villanova in the championship a couple years ago,
It
and I
says
think they
Lakers.
smoked them.
Yeah,
all right, I don't
Youngstown
know
State is the
anything.
Penguins. Youngstown State is the Penguins.
Ah,
We're the
Fucking
Lakers.
knew it.
We're the Lakers. Mercyhurst Lakers.
roll
All right.
Lakers. Come on. All right, boys.
All right,
Catch
boys.
you
See
later.
ya.